No one wakes up one day and decides to abandon themselves. Self-abandonment happens quietly. You stay longer than you should. You explain yourself one more time. And then you ignore the feeling that something is off. Time goes by. And one day you wake up and you realize you don't even recognize yourself. You totally don't recognize who you've become. So this video is about how all of this happens and how you can stop it right now. Let us start with what self-abandonment is. So the truth is, self-abandonment is not loud. It is very subtle. It is when you constantly choose your comfort over the truth. You choose peace over honesty. And I love this one. You choose being liked over being respected. And you know the funniest thing? A lot of you all don't even call all of this self-abandonment. You choose to call it being patient. Oh, I'm just being understanding. I prefer to be easygoing. I don't like stress. But sis, underneath all of these excuses that you're giving, you're slowly losing yourself. When you constantly do those things and you don't listen to yourself and how you feel, this is what happens. This is how the result shows up in your life. This is how self-abandonment shows up in your life, because it will. Self-abandonment shows up in the very small moments. For example, you feel uncomfortable about something and you just dismiss it. You want to say no, but you say yes anyway, just to keep the peace. You know that someone crossed the line. You know something crossed the line. But what do? You simply don't address it. You know what this does to you over time? This creates confusion. And that's usually not because you don't know what you want. You know what you want, but you're just suppressing it because you stopped listening to your own self. Let us break down why we do this in the first place. Why do we do this to ourselves? My opinion is that most people abandon themselves because of fear. Fear is the number one reason, in my opinion. There is fear of so many things. Fear of being rejected, fear of being misunderstood, and this one, fear of being seen as being too much. And what do? We compromise. You compromise. And this is what you say to yourself, right? I don't think this is worth it. It's not worth bringing it up. And I love this one. I don't want to cause any tension. You know what? I'm just going to sit this one out. Maybe I should just let it go. And every single time that you do these things, you are telling yourself, you are telling your immune system, you are telling your body that you really don't like or want this thing. You teach yourself that your needs are not a priority, that your needs are negotiable. And imagine if you are teaching yourself all these things, you're teaching the other people the same, and so they're going to pick up on it and there's going to be consequences. Let's assume you've done all those things. How can you stop self-abandonment? What are the things that you can do to stop abandoning yourself? The first thing to know is that self-abandonment happens quietly. Stopping it does not require a dramatic change. It also happens quietly. And if you're faced with something that you have to agree on, you have to pause and think first. Always think first before you agree on things. When it comes to boundaries, you stop over explaining the boundaries. Once you've shared your boundaries once or twice, the only thing that you should be looking out for is picking up the reaction to the boundaries and using that reaction to do whatever you decide to do next. And once you've done all of these things, you let silence do the work. Sit back, withdraw, and just observe. This is the only way that trust within yourself can be rebuilt. And that is quietly, consistently, intentionally. That said, you can become her, but what is the real definition of becoming her? Especially when it comes to, self-abandonment. Becoming her becomes not about doing more. It becomes doing less of what already drains you. And this means less shrinking, less self-betrayal, less abandonment of your inner voice. And like I said, that voice does not become louder. It simply becomes clearer. And that's all I wanted to share with you in this video. This is part of a Quietly Becoming Her series that I'm doing. There's a lot of shorts on the topic and a lot of videos in the channel. If this resonated with you, I want to assure you that it's not because something is wrong with you. Rather, I want to see it as it's because something in you is waking up. The moment that you stop abandoning yourself, that's when your life starts responding differently.